Peace, peace. Ali, coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I want to share with you some tips so you can start journaling. Give thanks for another day to learn, grow, and become more enlightened. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. My name is Ali. This channel is all about God realization and self-mastery. Before I begin, just want to let you know that this video is sponsored by L9shop.com. Our online metaphysical store, L9 Shop. We carry all your popular metaphysical tools and supplies. Most orders are shipped within 2 business days. So if you benefited from the channel over the years and the lessons that it provides, best way to support my workings is by going to L9shop.com when you need a re-up on your popular metaphysical tools. And obviously, we appreciate your support in advance. So you may be asking yourself why you want to keep a journal. Like, what's the point of keeping a journal? I want to say for the first 2 years on my path, I kept 2 specific journals. One was for my dreams. So every AM, I wrote down my dreams that I had at night. Another journal I kept was an ongoing log of like signs and synchronicities. So whenever I had like a sign or a synchronicity or intuitive download, I wrote it down in my journal. So the reason I recommend keeping a journal, and I know this because like I said, I kept one for the first couple years when I was on my path, is you look back and you forget some of the things that's happened. The best way I can paint it is like if you are out of high school, like you graduated from high school, whatever, and you link up with somebody you went to school with, like when y'all start sharing stories, you're gonna remember some of the things, but it wasn't things that you were thinking about until they bring up a person you didn't think about the experiences that you had. It's the same thing while you're on your path. A lot of the things you're going to remember because they were profound, but some of the nuances, some of the minor things, some of the minor details you may forget about as you get further on your path. So I would say the main reason for keeping a log or a diary is going to help you remember some of the early lessons that you encountered on your spiritual path. So what do you want to keep in your journal? This is obviously up to you because it's your journal, but a few tips that I recommend is maybe keep a summary of whatever you did for that day, the places you went, the people you met, the things that you did. Just keep a log of whatever you did for that day. You can also keep a log or diary of your metaphysical practices, obviously. You can put meditated for 10 minutes, did my altar work, perform this type of magic, or just keep a list of everything that you did spiritually and metaphysically. You can also answer certain questions that you think of beforehand, like what are 3 things that I'm grateful for? Or what is 3 things I learned today? Or what is a new way of viewing something that I thought I knew, or a new vantage point or perspective of something? You can just answer questions every day, the same questions, and just come up with something new is another thing that you can do or include in your journal. So now that you know why you want to keep a journal and you know what to put in your journal, you can make anything into a journal. For instance, you can use a notebook or just regular pen and pad. You can use what's called a book of shadows, which are very popular. Also, we carry that at L9shop.com. You can use an online cloud storing note. My favorite is Evernote, and that's actually what I use for my journal. The benefit of using something that you store in the cloud or in your device is you'll never lose it. You can always log in and get it. And also you can password protect it. That's beneficial if you're putting sensitive information in your diary. So my last tip as far as the journal, I would recommend that you do it at the same time every day. So do it in the AM or do it in the evening or whenever you want to, but kind of get in a routine of doing it at the same time. Me personally, I love doing my journaling in the morning before I do my scrying and yoga. So it's just a way of building a habit. Whenever you do something around the same time, it's going to be easier for you to build a habit or routine surrounding whatever you're trying to get done. So a new segment I want to start in this particular video, and I'm going to start doing in every video, is what I'm going to call meta bars. Meta bars is where I'm going to present a word, a phrase, a lyric, or some sort of bar or some sort of jewel that you can take. The first one I want to do comes from a new song that I just came across. It actually was uploaded I want to say 2 days ago at the time of this recording. It comes from Loaded Lux, who's a very popular battle rapper. Everybody that knows me knows I love battle rap. He also does music, obviously, and the song features Kambata, who's an underground legend in the metaphysical community. The song is called Manifesto. These bars are coming from Kambata, though, one of the illest bars in the song, in my opinion. So it goes, hallelujah, Bada, Allah, Judah, ayahuasca user, honor Tuda, father of Muhammad, I'm Kabbalah tutor, modern Buddha, superpower Mama Doula, quantum God computer. I can view the past as I watch the future. Absolutely ridiculous, man. I can view the past as I watch the future, talking about how history repeats itself. Whole song full of jewels, and it goes dumb like that, in my opinion. So make sure to check that out. I'll link it in the description below. All right, something else I want to do in every video is taking a comment from the previous video that has a question or something I can answer. And the first question comes from Not So Obscure. And her question is, it's so hard to get a good picture of my chart because I don't have my birth time. And obviously the question is, how can I get my birth time? Now, in my last video, I talked about how you can ascertain your karmic allowance. And one of the techniques I recommended was using astrology. So obviously you need your birth time to get your birth chart. So there's 3 tips that I'm going to give you. One is to ask your mom, dad, or somebody that knew you when you were born, like a grandparent, aunt, or uncle. They may be able to tell you around about what time you were born. Number 2 is to look at your birth certificate. If you don't have your birth certificate, just Google, how can I get my birth certificate? And probably you got to put in your state. So most birth certificates are going to tell you what time you were born, especially if you're probably like, I would say 30 years or younger. Most of them are going to tell you what time you were born. The third suggestion is to look up a brother by the name of Ra Aku. Get with him for an astrology reading. In my opinion, he's a master astrologer. He has a technique where he can ascertain your birth time based on the events that happen to you. So I'm gonna link his information below, also put on the screen. You can find him on Instagram, and he has his phone number in his bio. So if you have a question, make sure to leave it in the comments, even if it doesn't pertain to this video. Whatever question that I see that can benefit humanity and my audience, I'll make sure on the next video to answer your question. So I know it's been a minute since I made a video, probably been about 4 weeks or so. So if you like this new format, make sure to leave a comment, let me know. Also remember that you are the master of yourself. No matter who you look up to, who you follow, you have to be responsible for your path. There's many ways to attain God realization, so what you do may look different than the next person. For exclusive content, the ability to work with me, and also to join a community of like-minded souls, highly recommend that you check out my flagship program, Spiritual Mastery Accelerator. You can find out all the information at spiritualaccelerator.com. So until next time, this has been Ali. One love. Peace.